Welcome to MOCA's Nola Bells and Bows, where the love runs deep, the fam stays strong, and the bells, they always ring for us. We the bells and we hold it down, yeah. Real ones only, we don't mess around. All love, no cap, no clout to chase, just truth in the chat and respecting the space. It's family, MOCA got that heart of gold. From the south to the stream, we brave and bold. You ain't gotta pick sides or play a role, just show a real and you already home. Yeah. Pull up to the bells and bows like a Sunday seed. Got peace in the room and the vibe on beat. No drama, no mess, just minds that meet. Introduce yourself in the chat and the mods gon' greet. Real talk, we got brothers and sisters here. Ain't no fake love, every heart sincere. We've been through storms, but the skies stay clear. Loyalty live, that's the chant you hear. Woo! No chaos in the comment section, just bells with a bond and a bold connection. Safe space, strong face, deep reflection. MOCA, don't fold, that's pure protection. If you ever felt unheard, misunderstood, pull up in the chat, we treat you good. Ain't gotta be loud, just gotta be true. MOCA got the light and we shine with you. Not a panel of pain, it's a platform of pride. Everybody got space and we don't divide. You loyal, you love, that's how we ride. Got a bell and a bow in the name, but a tribe world. From the mods to the lurkers and folks on rewatch. Every tap, every like, we feel it alive. MOCA ain't just a name, it's a vibe you caught. Nola bell, Nola boast, that's a family, not a thought. Bring it loud, we the bells and we hold it down. Yeah, we do. Real ones only, we don't mess around. Real talk, love, no cap, no clout to chase. Just truth in the chat and respecting the space. It's family, MOCA got that heart of gold. From the south to the stream, we brave and bold. You ain't gotta pick sides or play a role to show a real and you already home. MOCA said that to every bell in this space. Whether you typing, watching, or just vibing, you are this family. And over here, we don't fold, we ring. Ooh.
Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday, guys. Happy Sunday. First, let me offer my apologies for being late today. It's been a day. I'm just getting in, so here I am. Nonetheless, don't know how long we're going to be here, but we showed up today. Y'all saw the title, y'all saw the thumbnail, and this is something that I feel we should talk about. Courtroom chaos. Child, she didn't want to speak. But why, Shannon, why? And Shannon, who told you to do that in court? Who told you to do that, girl? Because you ain't that bright, you ain't that smart to do something of that sort. But before we get started, let me do what I do and speak to my people. Look at Tony up in here. Hey, sis, happy Sunday to you. Lady D, I see you, boo. Happy Sunday, my love. My girl PJ is up in here. Happy Sunday, beautiful. Cynthia Harmon, I see you, my love. Happy Sunday to you as well. Hip Hop, thank you so very much, boo. I see you done renewed that membership. Welcome back, Nola Bo. Spicy, have a good evening's rest, my love. And as always, I know you're going to catch that replay. Levesque, I see you, baby. I see you. Drag Racing, welcome. My beautiful sister, April Webster, I see you, sis. Cool girl, sister, welcome. Kenyatta, welcome. My beautiful sister, Rashina, is up in here. I see you, sis. Miss Gemini, welcome. Hip Hop said I paid the rent. And Hip Hop, you know I love you even more, boo. Talina, welcome, baby. Happy Sunday to you. Happy Sunday. Kim Brown, I see you, my love. My beautiful sister, Charlotte's Web. Love you even more, sis. Happy Sunday to you. Essie, happy Sunday, love. I see y'all getting up in here. Child, Rashina done jump on it. My girl said, It was a distraction. So she couldn't read that fake ass impact statement, that part. That part. Child, let me tell you. Oh, hip hop say he's off today. It's good that you're off, and it's good to see you back in the chat. You were truly missed. Just Mona, hey sis. Talina said, I agree. I've been stuck on that, and I feel like it was staged. Toot said, Kenya threatened to yank Shannon's braid out. Kenya claimed she wasn't even talking to Shannon. Child, a whole stage. And we're here for it. We are definitely here for it. Because nothing came out of it after that big old distraction. That's it, and that's all. We saw it. Nothing happened. After the distraction, absolutely nothing happened. But anyway, let me go ahead on and get this out of the way, because y'all know this wasn't sitting right with us. We just had not yet tackled it. We knew it was there. We just had not said anything. That shit was a normal. Now, Shannon, girl, let me talk to you right quick. Where you at? Because who told you to do that in court, Shannon, of all places? Shannon, you had 2 years, 2 months, and a few days to attack Kenya, to attack whomever you wanted to attack. You had over 2 years to do that, Shannon. So, Shannon, I'm just confused. Charlotte Stewart, welcome, my love. Natasha, welcome. I'm confused, Shannon, because I want to know who told you to do that. Because that wasn't no in the moment type of move, boo. That looked like something you already rehearsed. You knew what you was going to do. You understand? And they had to give you the signal as to when to do it. Shell, baby, welcome. Happy Sunday, my love. So, Shannon, from what we witnessed, what we heard, Shannon, you weren't reacting to nothing that was said in court, nor done. Shannon, you moved with purpose, boo. It was your intentions to do what you did. This shit unfolding in real time. And then after you made that big old distraction, from what I'm understanding, y'all went set together like 2 peas in a pod, waiting for all of this shit to be over, and that was no distraction. Did y'all really have a conversation? Did you get the thumbs up, Shannon, and it was told to you, good job? Because that timing, boo, that was not by accident. That was your cue to get a net off of that stand with her fakeness. I'm believing. Oh, Leah, welcome, boo. That's what I'm believing, Shannon. That truly wasn't by accident. So I'm going to ask you again. Shannon, who told you to do that? That's all I need to know. Because somebody said something. Somebody influenced something. You know how people try to talk their way out of being implicated in something? And I believe that appearance in court, because I took an Uber and I took bail money and I went in there with my attorney. Shannon, was that the key? Hey, Gordo, welcome, my love. Happy Sunday to you. Good seeing you, boo. Thanks for stopping by. Shannon, that shit looked off, boo. It looked off. It looked like it was planned. We saying it felt planned, Shannon. So Shannon, I just want to know. I just want to know who encouraged that. Lady D said, what statement? She hadn't even written one. And why wait to get to the court to try and write one? Absolutely. But they said that Shannon, Annette, and Marquita wrote their shit sitting in court. Wrote their shit sitting in court. Who does that? So they had no intentions. None whatsoever. No, the bells and bows, I see y'all coming through. I see y'all coming through. I appreciate you all being on the porch tonight. I appreciate it. I really hope you all hit that like button for your girl. And if you're not subscribed, those of you that's in the bushes, please go on and subscribe. We're never here for a long time, but we do make the best of the time that we have. Share out this live. Because somebody needs to tell somebody about Shannon and her shenanigans. It needs to be talked about. And please don't forget to tap those emojis to the right. Because that lets everybody else know that MOCA done popped up and she's on the porch tonight. Cynthia Harmon says, MOCA, I thought she was telling Annette to shut up. Because it was during the time she was giving that fake ass statement. Cynthia Harmon. That's exactly when it happened. And Cynthia Harmon, if you heard what I heard, I'm pretty sure you felt what I felt. It was planned to happen in that moment. Annette was sitting up there faking seizures and heart attacks and strokes and breathing problems. And that was her cue to get off the stand before those fake emotions make her slip and say something she ain't got no business saying. And that's truly what I imagine happened. Hip Hop said, my daughter passed the message to Janiyah that we are all proud of her. Thank you so very much, Hip Hop. Thank you so very much for always keeping us in the loop with Janiyah and her well-being. And, we appreciate your daughter for not being like every other little child and labeling her because of where she comes from. You have a special child right there. Natasha said, Shannon would have incriminated herself the moment she opened her raggedy ass mouth. For some reason, Shannon couldn't face Jarvis. She could not face him at all. Shell, baby, I see you, boo. Tony said, MOCA Shannon ass and were two fruit flies on a rotten apple. Well, god damn. But I agree, she ain't. She ain't. Absolutely. I hope Janiyah tells them she do not want to go back home. Because that's crazy to even try to fix Shannon in such a way where she could get him back. But anyway, neither here nor there. Who do you all believe? Because we all got our own little theories, our own little thoughts, and our imagination goes all over the place. I'm going to drop the link in a minute. Who do you all believe was behind in that moment to create that type of distraction so the whole court shut down? Because there were several distractions in that court, if we want to be honest. Shannon distraction, Annette dry ass tears distraction, and when Jarvis' sister got up there to speak from her heart to her brother, she wasn't a distraction. Fox News was a distraction, because why would they cut the footage out right in the middle of this lady doing what she had to do? Why would she? Tony, Tony said Shannon ain't worth a damn. She should have been in the courtroom to support her daughter, whom she put in danger of her PDF ass father. Absolutely. Absolutely. But she didn't give a damn. Hey, Carly Henry, welcome, boo. Cornell, I see you, my love. And I'm glad to hear that, hip hop. Wherever Janiyah is, she's very comfortable. That's all. That's a blessing to hear. No nonsense. I see you, my love. Happy Sunday and welcome. Talina said there's still so much to unpack. Lord, I pray Naziyah is resting. You know what, Talina? There's no rest. She's not resting. Rather, deceased or alive, she's not resting. Because it's too much chaos, too much foolery going on around this child's name. Drag racing said she shouldn't have been in court. She should have been in a jail cell. And drag racing, that's one of the things that has been debatable since the beginning of this. Why is it that Shannon and Annette is still walking around here like this? And in my mind, I do believe that Shannon and Annette, behind the scenes, they gave up something. They gave up something. Because Detroit wanted a conviction on Jarvis, but so bad, Shannon and Annette gave up something behind the scenes. And that's what I'm feeling. Now, what they gave up, I don't know. But they gave up something. And whatever they gave up, these people may have had evidence that they, in some way, had something to do with something. So they had to shuffle the deck. Because there's no way nobody could make me believe, even in this very moment, that all of this is on Jarvis' butts. And even with Jarvis' butts agreeing, yeah, charge me, I'm guilty. Even with him taking that plea deal and agreeing to that, there were still charges on the table for Shannon and Annette. And it started with child endangerment. So why did that get thrown away? Because it seems to me that Detroit don't mind throwing charges away. They don't mind closing their eyes to things that could implicate them. Karen, I see you, my love. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Talina says, definitely it was a cue. She got right on up, looking frantic. Girl. Charlotte's Web, Annette didn't have not even a dry ass tear. Anastasia, welcome, my love. Not even a dry ass tear. Cynthia Harmon said it was planned. Cynthia, I believe that. Tony says, MOCA, Annette's head was on fire. Let me just stop right there, girl. Let me dissect your shit. MOCA, Annette's head was on fire. Did you see all of that hair? Did you see how many strains was in that wig? Yours would have been on fire too. Tony said, and she was fanning it. Because Naziyah was on her ass about them lies. Between Naziyah eating her ass up in that extra thick wig, yes. That when she was making it seem like she was having an anxiety attack. No, ma'am. That wasn't no anxiety. You've been sitting on them lies for 2 years, isn't that? 2 years you've been sitting on that lie. And now the ghosts of your lies is coming back to haunt you. Hip Hop said we have a missing 23-year-old. that I know. I don't want to be implicated, but I'll send an email about that. Something is definitely effed up about that one. Ooh, please send it, hip hop. And to say that you know him, please send it to me, boo. Something ain't right in Detroit. Because we got another one that we're going to touch on during the week. Because something don't sit well with that ex-police officer either. The timing tells a story. The timing tells a story. PJ said, MOCA, Annette wasn't reading from that paper. That paper looked like some document she got from the court. Well, I'll be damned, Annette. And it could have very well been. It could have very well been. These people is truly a piece of work. Truly a piece of work. Karen said, Shannon slow. And I believe that. Cynthia Harmon, she is in love. Hey, Tonya, welcome. Hello from Baltimore. So glad I finally caught you live. Also, I'm a newbie. Great work. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Sunday to you, my love. Thank you so very much for joining us on this beautiful Sunday evening. But the idea of Shannon avoiding eye contact with Jarvis in court was wild. Everybody said that they wanted to do something to Jarvis, did not want to do something to Jarvis. I promise you. It was all a stage. It was all a play. I promise you it was. Talina said, I'm going to say it. Kenya and Roxy, it doesn't sit well with me that they be on every live and continue to defend Eric. Just like Tamara said, this is their norm and it's a sport for them. Talina. I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that. Because how could you be so supportive? Uncle, brother, daddy, cousin, husband, I don't give a fuck. This man is dangerous. This man is dangerous. He has a sex demon for one. And if it don't come the way he wanted to come, he abused a woman in the process and takes it. So what makes him a righteous man? He is no different from Jarvis. But they trusted him around these children, one-on-one with these children. They trusted him with these children. How do they explain to the world? How do they explain to anybody with common sense why was Eric Gamble a tier 3 certified, documented PDF? How do they explain the video that Naziyah put out there? We didn't go digging for this. Nobody's making up this. Eric Gamble was in a horrible situation in a motel room with Naziyah. How the hell do they defend that? So Talina, I could agree with what you're saying, sweetheart. I truly can, because something in my soul don't sit right with that. You got to call it for what it is. Terrific. I see you, boo. Welcome. Happy Sunday. JJ. Happy Sunday, sis. To this shit, it's like Talina said, it's their normal and it's a sport for them. How the hell could this shit be a sport and these children are being violated? These children are being hurt. These children are being put in harm's way. And in Naziyah's case, and in the case of several other children, they're coming up missing and there's still no explanation. I'm confused. I'm confused. Kenyatta said, well, there were at least 3 distractions who got put out that I counted. Hold up. 3. Talk, Kenyatta. Name them 3, girl, that got put out. This is crazy. Cornell said they should have gave up those botched bodies and wig. Oh, Cornell. Botched ain't the word. Cornell, botch is being modest. Natasha says, in that plea deal, the no contact with Annette makes me feel like she may be the next one to get locked up. Shannon too. But you know what, Natasha? I thought the same thing. Now, we can feel what we want, think what we want, look at it how we want, right? But Detroit got a mind of his own and it's doing what the fuck it want, when it want. So, I got a lot of problems with that sentencing. The whole damn thing was staged from the gate. You got 3 very, very immature ass women, slow as hell, Shannon, Annette, Marquita. You go to a sentencing. Right now, victim impact statements. I got a problem with that because none of you hoes are victims. Hey, Platt, welcome, sis. None of you hoes were victims. So why did they feel it to be necessary to allow you hoes to speak on anything? Especially when y'all were the one that put this child in harm's way. Nobody could make me believe that these people, nobody could make me believe that the prosecutor did not see that the harm came from the very people that they're allowing to be called victims. Unless I have a bad understanding as to what a victim is. Because in no book should these hoes be a victim. And I believe, like Natasha, we need to cross our fingers and just hope, maybe hope, she's next. This is insane. I said this each and every live. How insane this is. Lady D said Annette put that big ugly wig on to cover her face so people wouldn't think she was crying with them fake ass tears. Baby, them tears were so goddamn dry. You could have struck a match and you'd have had a campfire. I've never seen dry tears. That bitch eyes should have been scratching. My eyeballs should have been scratchy by the time she walked out that courtroom. Karen says the justice system is very terrible with children. Karen, and it shows. And it shows. Sunshine, I see you, boo. Dr. J, my beautiful sister, I see you, boo. Cynthia Harmon said that Timu wig was tangled and mangled. Damn. Oh, yeah, Naziyah wearing their asses out right now. Tony said, MOCA, I told y'all that Annette pulled that paper out of a big-ass envelope. Yes, you did. You absolutely said it, Tony. You said it. Over and over and over again. You said that paper Annette was reading came out of a damn envelope. And now PJ done put the icing on the cake. Bitch, you done put out a whole script from the courts. Detroit court system is crooked as hell. Natasha said, I saw where the completed, oh shit. I saw where the completed plea deal was redacted a lot. So ain't no telling who Jarvis gave up for that deal he got. I could believe that. I could truly believe it. I could believe it. I always said he gave up something. Didn't know what he gave up. But it don't take a rocket scientist to see through some things. The timing don't make sense. It's red flags all over it. One PDF gets locked up. Now y'all on a journey to go pick up another one that was walking them streets carrying weapons with a badge around the same time Jarvis was. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Karen said, Frank said. Karen says, Frank said he walked in with his bail bond money and took a Uber to court. Karen, why would he do that? Hey, Lisa, welcome, boo. Happy Sunday to you. My girl Kitty is up in here. Happy Sunday, boo. Nikki, hello there. Happy Sunday, my love. Karen, why would he do that, Karen? Why? That don't make sense. That don't make sense. Everything that these people is now telling, it's a story. It's, they're telling a story without telling. You got to make this. JJ said, I spit on my computer 6 times in 20 minutes and had to shut it off. JJ, you understand? JJ. Girl. Cornell said he thought that shit was normal. Cornell, ain't nothing normal about that. Nothing. Kim said, is Eric Gamble Roxy's father? I don't know. I don't know. That'll be fucked up though. Because we do know that Eric Gamble is one of the, he's the father to one of Annette's children. Shit. And they think that's normal. And had nerve to even, how do you name an incestual child behind the brother that you laid up with? That tells a story. Lady D said it was 4 people who got put out of court. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Tanya says, MOCA, I'm so disappointed. And the Detroit Police Department, Child Protective Service, and the Detroit judicial system. Ma'am, the list goes on. The list goes on and on and on. You know, what you name, spot on. Let's not forget the school. We're going to implicate them too. We're going to implicate them too. The whole damn school system. This child was failed long time ago. And we definitely will not forget the church. It's a long list. And the thing is, what a lot of people don't see, right? We're angry, we're mad, we're hurt. Our emotions are all over the place. But one thing I believe that we have not come to realization yet and accepted is this. This is bigger than Annette. This is bigger than Jarvis. This is bigger than Shannon. This is even bigger than what's her name? Lady, I'm looking at you right now. I came and called you. Oh, worthless. It's bigger than her. But she's trying to save face and cover it up so the bigger fish don't get exposed. See, Jarvis is a guppy in all of this, and they know it. But if Jarvis is backed up in a corner, like Shannon says, when you're backed up against the wall, ain't no telling what you gonna do. So all of that shit that showed up in court, it was because what if he feel like he's backed up against the wall? They didn't know what he was gonna say. That was the reason for the appearances. I may not know everything, but I ain't no damn dummy either. Shannon, Kenya, Frank, and Toot. Okay, that's the four. That's the four. Okay, I get it. Ciao. Hey, Wendy, welcome, boo. Happy Sunday. Ciao. Talia said he claimed Kenya and Shannon. Vari. Why would Vari get put out? And that's what I don't understand, because if you got Annette sitting her ugly ass up there talking about a victim impact statement, but hold up. You went up there in the name of giving a victim impact statement. You said nothing, Annette. You said absolutely nothing. You cried fake tears for 15 minutes. Nothing came out of your damn mouth that made sense other than, since Naziyah's been gone, I've been affected financially. That's all you said that was worth holding on to, because I'm still in that era. How the hell could you be financially hurt because a 13-year-old is no longer in your care? Naziyah was 13 when she left your house. So you mean to tell the court, you telling the world, you telling me that at 13 years old, Naziyah brought in such a substantial income that kept you afloat, and now that she's no longer there, you're missing it? Because it ain't got a damn thing to do with the money from the state that you were receiving for her. And you mean to tell me the courts didn't catch on to that? I have a problem with that. She's no longer here. She's no longer here. And I'm hurting financially. But Shannon had a reason for doing what she done. Just like Frank had a reason for going to court with an attorney, catching an Uber, and having bail money. I don't believe none of that, but anyway, that's what he said. Everybody had a reason. Everybody had a reason. Carla Henry said, they're not getting away with this. It's too many people working on it to make sure they're going to get arrested. Carla Henry, I'm working as well. And we're gonna do what we have to do to get justice for this baby. I stay up all night writing letters, reaching out to people. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. How many more bodies? Like Frank was so big and bold to say in court, not realizing he was being recorded. I already got a body on me. How many more bodies Annette got to get till somebody say enough is enough? How many more? How many more? Because it's not like they don't know. Anisha Harris, was she a forgotten child? And they claim they don't know her. They claim, y'all stop all this fucking lying. That's exactly why this family is in all of this chaos and this bullshit that they're in right now, y'all. They live a lie. They do harm to one another. And everybody falls on board and just keep lying. And the lies keep growing and growing and growing. And young children don't have a chance to make it in this world with these people. Because when these children don't want to follow the rules, as they call them, that's when they become a problem. But what child in their right mind want to follow nasty ass rules? These children realize in this day and age, that's not what children are supposed to be doing. So Annette, why don't you use your broke back? Why don't you use your matted ass wig as a pillow? Why don't you turn your ass upside down to all of these old ass men? Stop doing this to these children. Like it's normal, like it's okay. Terrific, girl. Them tears were so dry you could have struck a match, a whole damn campfire. Karen said a protest needs to start in Detroit for the state to hold Annette, Shannon, and Marquita accountable in those children essay cases. Absolutely, and I agree with you. I agree with you. The citizens of Detroit ain't shaking. They ain't moving fast enough. But I get it. I get it because you don't know who to trust. You don't know who to trust. You could be giving a statement to somebody thinking you're doing the right thing. In your heart, you feel it's right. But at the end of the day, you're talking to another crook in the system. Hip hop, I love how much you support your daughter and Janiah's relationship. I love that. Lady D says, girl, let me tell you. See how everybody took notice of what happened in that courtroom? Lady D said Marcus didn't cry either. Lady D says Marcus didn't cry either. Because if he would have, some teardrops could have been on that shirt and rolled it. Let me tell you, Lady D, if Marcus didn't cry for Naziyah, Marcus should have been crying for that too tight ass mailman uniform she had on her ass. That's what she should have been crying for, because that thing looked like it was killing her on the inside. The shirt was too small. The pants was too small. Florentino sent you to court looking like a mailman. And all you could have done was stood there and tell Jarvis you hate him. You hate him. You didn't hate him when you laid up with him. You should have told that to the court. You felt a certain type of way about Jarvis Marcus because you laid with him first. Nobody cried. You took my first daughter away from me. Look here, mailman. If you love Naziyah as much as you wanted the world to believe you love Naziyah, you would have protected Naziyah, kept her out of harm's way. You would have stood up to Annette and that dry ass wig and said, Mama, look, let's stop this right now. This has been going on too long in our families, and we have children now. And we don't want our children going through that. We don't want our children living that way. But instead, mailman, come here, Marcus, let me talk to you. Instead, Marcus, you allowed the matriarch to groom your children. You allowed the matriarch to put her hands on yours, to put her hands on Naziyah, and to lead the way with Shannon's. So y'all ain't no better than your mom. And then you felt you was going to court, Marcus, and really make a statement. You're not a victim. You are not a victim. You laid down with Jarvis Butts, whether it was once, twice, 3 times. You laid with him long enough to get pregnant, bitch. So you're not a victim. So how do you qualify to give a victim impact statement? Florentino made an entire clown of you. He saw how he sent you to court in them little bitty clothes. You stood there like you was itchy. I hate you, Jarvis. Now, you didn't hate him. You hate the fact that all y'all done got caught. That's what you hate. And I hope you took them clothes, bitch, and went through them clean in the garbage because you looked at a mess. Your outfit matched that damn statement you gave. Baby, whew. Let me grab some of these comments because I see y'all cutting up in the chat. Look at JJ. JJ say, hold up, I'm coming. Hold up. JJ say, Friday has a YouTube page. Diabolical. 2 weird videos of children 8 and 10 years ago when Frank was on the registry. Let me, JJ, it's the cringe for me. He set his ass there and lied. He's been on the registry, JJ. You know it. I know it. We all know it. But he lied, JJ. His background is just like Jarvis's. The difference between him and Jarvis is he got money. Or a little bit of money. He got his record expunged. It was the lies for me, baby. It was the lies for me. Because if you fired the man, shut up, MOCA. That's a whole nother segment. He lied. He lied. He lied. He lied. If you go fire a man for stealing, don't want to have no dealings with him ever because he stole from me. Why would I hook him up with a shop somewhere else? Bitch, stop lying because that's still you. And if he stole from me, why would I keep accepting collect calls from him from jail? And if he stole from me, shut up, MOCA, because you could keep going on and on and on with this one. But that's for another day. That's for another day. JJ, when you said diabolical, boo. Huh? Shell, baby, say I was so mad at that interview with him. I stopped watching it 10 minutes in. The nerve. All the lies he told. He was an attack and no one. And he didn't want to give his impact statement. Girl, we all saw it. Girl. Karen says when the police officer picked up Jarvis Butts, they should have took him at the river and dropped him in. He would have told where she was then. There wasn't about that. That's not what they want. Hip hop says in Detroit, if I plan on charging the defendant, I got at least 5 bands on me. It makes sense. I get it, hip hop. I get that part. That wasn't his MO though. He came there to create a distraction. I came with you today. Welcome, boo. Lebec said he came to kick Jarvis' ass. Frank mad because Jarvis got in the way of his money. His reputation and business was at stake. He not mad about that. I don't think he's mad about that. Because that man didn't have no problems. That man had absolutely no problems with children being around his shop, underage children. Now, in the world that I live in, I see that as a problem. I don't know who else don't see it as a problem, but to me, that's a problem. That's a serious problem. And that's all I'm going to say on that. You know, a lot of us were raised different. I get it. But I was always taught birds of a feather. Cynthia Harmon said, "Mocha, I don't trust none of them. None of them. Red flags all over the damn place, working on my nerves." Absolutely, boo. Damn, Cornell said thick hips is the head of CPS. Kim, he a damn lie when he said he don't know Annette. But anyway, his lies were adding up too. Nikki said the courtroom was on Annette's ass. Not enough for me. Not enough for me. Tony says Annette funk ass made sure her glasses were on so she could see Jarvis and fake like she was reading from that paper. And Shannon is his accomplice because she didn't want to give her statement after Wiggy. That was the play. That was the damn play. Shell, baby, you crazy. She did snitch on JJ. She did. My house all on social media. They're following me. They're harassing me. My phone number, and then shut your ass up. You lucky that's the only places you been. Because you don't want to tell the truth about where Naziyah is. You don't want to tell the truth. JJ said she better take a damn seat with that stiff ass wig. Ooh, Lord. Natasha says, remember those impact statements go on record at the court. So Annette just put herself in the mix with all that fake crying and performing. Absolutely. Absolutely, Natasha. But she had to get out of there real early, though, because she couldn't mess up the flow. I'm telling you, it was a performance of a lifetime. Everybody had a... I can't with PJ. PJ, I looked up just now. I cannot with you. Because PJ, I was trying to ignore that. Because why the fuck he kept talking about roll them up like a toilet paper? You crazy motherfucker. What do you mean? But then, PJ, not only roll them up like a toilet paper. PJ, did you catch that? Because I could have sold him. Over and over and over again, PJ, I could have sold him. Sold him where, sir? Sir, sold him to who, sir? Give me a name, sir. Give me a name. Sold him to who? Because if you could have sold him, you made my ears and my eyeballs get wider. Because sold, I could have sold him. What? Woo, child. Hip Hop said, Mocha, my daughter has never met any of them. Janiyah and Zaniyah were going to two different schools in the same area. Okay. I thought it was at the same school. Tony said Shannon didn't want to speak after Annette to mix up the lies. And she was trying to do it off of her phone. Now that's proof, Shannon wrote on a dang short seat bus. Nikki want to know if Annette's still getting a guardianship check. I hope the hell not. Who she ain't a guardian of nobody. If Naziyah is not in her household, there should be no room for a check. Jerry, I see you, my love. Welcome. Shit. Nikki said up on the stand looking like not Esther, not Esther, not Esther. Damn, Nick. Hey, Diamond of Delta, welcome, boo. Happy Sunday. Woo, child. Y'all, I put this little live together so fast. I said, I told them I was coming, but I was running late, but I'm here. Y'all crazy as shit. Stop it, JJ. JJ said, remind me of that tight purple dress them hoes was wearing. JJ, I almost put that purple dress on the thumbnail. I sure did. That purple dress is iconic. And we ain't seen the last of it yet. Hey, Diona, I didn't see you, boo. Welcome. JJ, that was the most disheartening part. Your daughter up there giving her victim impact statement where she truly was a victim. And your big ass sitting up there intentionally causing chaos. They tell me Shannon running through Detroit looking like a bobblehead. All head and nobody. Hey, Shrell, what's going on, girl? They tell me Shannon done dried up like a prune. All she got is head. It ain't gonna be nothing left to her by the time Naziyah finished with her. Nikki said that nigga still calling from prison. That's what his sidekick say. But if you ain't got no dealings with him, why would you keep accepting calls? That don't make sense to me. JJ say Shannon got kicked out. Granny Monster walked straight past her and out them doors, then Marcus. Oh, Lord. So, that shit was staged. So they all just walk out of court like that. Man, they could go ahead. Go to hell ahead. Have a good one, hip hop. Good seeing you, boo. And hey, it's always a pleasure. JJ, you think Jesse done found a new home? I think they locked Jesse ass up when you went looking for Jesse, when you caught her looking for Jesse that day. Platt, you ain't shit. Platt said, but MOCA, what's up with them edges on that egghead twin in the thumbnail? Platt, them edges match. Them edges match them clothes Marcus had on. Tony said, MOCA, y'all know that family is a mess. The damn dog ran away. Why she didn't go and report the missing dog? That family is a real circus. Absolutely. We've been saying that from day one. Damn, Platt said that edges look like the egg being peeled. Cornell, the outfit matched her statement. Karen said Jarvis should have responded to her. They gave Naziyah to Jarvis, also her own daughter. That Shannon, you should have been in another country. You would have melted like gold. Damn, Karen. But Karen, they knew why Shannon didn't speak. They knew exactly why Shannon didn't speak. Oh, damn. Y'all talking about that girl on that thumbnail. You buy, we fry. Oh, shit. Carla Henry said everybody know that body lied. Nikki said, I don't understand why they continuously allow Jarvis to wear that mask on his face. I bet you he ain't got none on now. JJ, me too. All of them. Because I got a problem. 2 years, 2 months, and all these days done passed. And all of a sudden now you show up in court. Because this is the day. This is the day. Jarvis could have been facing 100 goddamn years. This is the day that his fate is decided. So who knows if he's going to crack under pressure and say something? Because he already know the plan. He know what we done talked about. He know what we decided. So let me see if his scary asses go crack under pressure and give in to these people. So I better show up today to make sure he shut the hell up. And I got to go and keep them Oompa Loompas in check too. Because they might slip and say something they ain't got no business saying. So let me take my ass there and make my presence known so they all know that I mean business. I said it before and I'll say it again. I run shit because I get my orders from somebody else. And I don't want to have to answer to them somebody else because these slow motherfuckers that I done recruited that messed up the whole damn program. That was the story right there. That was the whole scenario. Carla Henry followed me all along the board. Carla Henry said absolutely 100. Carla Henry, if it looked like a duck, smell like a duck, quack like a duck, Carla Henry is a duck. Kamisha, I see you, boo. MOCA, I'm confused as to why Frank had to give a statement. If it wasn't for Jarvis, a victim, is he to sit his weird ass up on the stand? Frank was no victim, Kamisha. That's why I don't understand. And then, Kamisha, for him to say, the sergeant called me. I got another problem with that. Because why would you have personal encounters? Y'all see how all that shit unfolded? Y'all see how all this shit is unfolded? Why would he have personal encounters in a situation like this? Stop this shit. Yeah. Y'all can tell them lies to somebody else, but I ain't sitting up here buying them. Karen said, I believe King suspected, Karen, not just suspected. If you look at the way shit happened, Karen, he was there the majority of the time. He knew. They all knew. Talina says, I reluctantly watched because it was pointed out that he went with Jarvis to pick the kids up from school. He said it twice. Boom. Boom. And you can't take back what you done said. Talina, I'm glad you picked it up because I did too. Right? Talina said I reluctantly watched because it was pointed out that he went with Jarvis to pick the kids up from school. Hey, Roz, welcome, sis. Happy Sunday, boo. Make it make sense. Drag Racing said me too. But we all supposed to be crazy. He telling the truth. DD, welcome, my love. DD, happy Sunday. DD says, Why is Frank so important to give an impact statement anyway? Absolutely. How did he become a victim? How did he become a victim? We didn't need no character witness because we already knew who the hell we were dealing with. What kind of what you was going to say he stole from you? He stole from you. So were you going to tell these people that you continued accepting his phone calls even after he stole from you? Were you going to also tell these people that you hooked him up with a shop because you didn't want him working for you because he stole from you? And were you going to, because you said it. If you're guilty, take your lick. But if you're innocent, I got a job for you. You can come back to work. Man, miss me with all of that because 1 and 1 didn't add up to 2 in that moment. Shut up, MOCA, and save that for another day. Shut up, MOCA. PJ, I'm done with that toilet paper part. I swear I am. Tony said he fired Jarvis. So how in the hell did him and Cardell end up working at one of the shops together? All them pedals were locked up together. But he got money. Got money. He got money. Drag Racing said, I told you, MOCA. She thought she was going, she really thought she was 911 was going to get her. That's what she thought. Jerry said, Frank, all the shops are all vacant in Detroit. He claimed he got one good business. Shrell says, I really don't know what to think. Every time you turn around, it's more dumbass shit. Shrell is bad. It's bad. Karen, it bothers all of us. All of us. Jerry said all Frank's shops were bright yellow and red, right down from Jarvis' shop, less than a mile. Lebec said, don't Shannon dumbass know that if she's calling Jarvis on jail phone, it's recorded, and Jarvis is not to have contact with the Harris family. That's what's on paper. That's what's on paper. Because as we see, they're doing what the hell they want to do. Platt said, I told y'all why Jarvis was wearing that mask. Jerry said Frank of the shop was about 1.5 miles from Naziyah's house. Sheena says, wait. Well, why if Jarvisa, Jigga, if Jigga stole from you, you fired him, then he's calling you from jail, and you didn't hear from Jigga in over a year, why did you accept his call? Bam. Frank is a liar and full of shit. Not only accepted the call after not hearing from him in all of them years, but if you're innocent, I got you a job. And if ever y'all find her, I'ma help pay for it. And y'all, nobody saw nothing wrong with that. Shell Baby said he also said he would always see women and children run in and out of that shop. And he didn't think it was abnormal. Child. It wasn't abnormal. And if you think about the dates, like JJ said, he was on paper. Ron said, let's just make it plain. There's no way Frank could have not known what was going on. Ross, absolutely, I agree with you 100%. 100%. JJ, it's all love, sis. It's all love. We keep striving. We keep doing what we have to do. In 2022 is when he got off. Absolutely, sis. Hey, Ariane. Welcome, boo. Damn, Ariane coming here hot. Hey, everyone. Look, I'm going to highlight that comment, girl, and let me wet my throat because what you just said is how I felt from the beginning when he said it. You ain't had shit. I believe what you said, my girl. I know he fucking lying, talking about he had bail money and got an Uber there and wasn't planning on going back home. I call bullshit. Stop playing in people's faces. Too much at a time like that, right? I love y'all so much because y'all pay attention. Ron said, but why would he want women and children running around an auto shop? His auto shop, his liability. Absolutely, Ross. That has been my argument. Beautiful soul, I see you, boo. Welcome. Kamisha says, the only people should have been on that stand was them babies whose lives he has changed. Those are the real victims. But let me tell you how some people implicate themselves without realizing they implicate themselves. How many of you all remember the many times JoJo came out here and gave her story? I'll wait. How many of you all remember that? If y'all remember JoJo telling her story, put a 1 in the chat. If y'all remember JoJo telling her story, put a 1 in the chat. Ross, thank you so very much for supporting the channel, my love. PJ says, I remember. There go them ones. There go them ones. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I see the ones. So everybody remember JoJo's story. Let's rewind a little bit. From what y'all heard since it's being discussed. From what y'all heard, if y'all could remember correctly, some of the questions that was asked and the description that was being given. Is it just me? Or do y'all feel he admitted, implicated, or just shut the hell up? If y'all believe he knew where that conversation was going and did not want to implicate himself, put a 2 in the chat. But if y'all believe in some kind of way he gave himself up, put a 3 in the chat. Because from what I heard, in a little way, he gave himself up. The Archer, welcome. Trina Ellis, welcome, baby. Happy Sunday. Absolutely, PJ. Kamisha said both. I admitted without admitting. I admitted with absolutely, y'all both. I admitted without admitting. How do you do that? And then my next question comes, right? Why was JoJo not a victim to give an impact statement in this sentencing. Hey, Meryl, welcome, baby. Roz said he gave himself up. Absolutely. Absolutely, Roz. That's the way I saw it. Why was JoJo not in that courtroom? And poor baby, she was Jarvis Butt's very first victim. And then all these other people shows up that shouldn't have mattered. Miss Jackson, welcome, my love. Where was JoJo? Why did they discard her statement? Why? The ponytail, the glass house. Baby, 2 years later, you want to be seen. You want to be heard. And then that's all you came with? Nah. Trina, I don't believe Jarvis was using his name. I really don't. The archer said, one thing I don't understand is why there was a different judge from the preliminary hearing. The archer. We needed her for real, for real. We needed her for real, for real. I swear we did. I swear we did. Look at Sunshine. Sis, keep your feet on their necks. You're the truth. Thank you, sis. Thank you so much, boo. Natasha says he got so quiet when he was asked about that glass house. Mm, mm, mm. Ariane says everybody played a role that day. Sad case. So who does the Oscar go to? Everyone, I say. And that's what I say, boo. Everybody had a role to play. Look at Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson said JoJo was silenced just like Mardi. Miss Jackson, I believe that. PJ, he sounded just like the Joker. He did a giggle just like the Joker when he was asked about that glass house. Sure was. And it's funny. I love that she called him roll him up. Roll him up. Hey, Tootie, welcome, boo. Happy Sunday. Tootie says he think we crazy, like we can't read between the lines. He dropped a gem. Remember he said he fired Jarvis because he was using his name? In my opinion, that was a play for Jarvis to play Frank. Tootie. I don't know why they think we slow. I don't know why they think. Ooh, child. Lisa says, I don't know. I'm listening, catching up. I did watch your interview, but I don't know. It's a lot of lying going, a lot of lying. Absolutely, sis. Listen, this case is full of, oh Lord, this case is full of disgusting PDFers. That's it and that's all. A sister said fraud, guys, is a PDF lies too. Y'all crazy. Tootie said Jarvis got too sloppy. So he had to buy Jarvis his own place, but he still was running it. Absolutely, Tootie. Absolutely. And then he said he didn't do a background check. Why not? That don't make sense. So what was he giving Jarvis a break on? He tried to clean it up. I'm just a guy that helped those that come out of prison, giving them a chance, giving them a break. Who barbecues at an auto shop? This shit is crazy. That's all I know. But I do know, Shannon, you played your role. Annette, you played your role. Marcus, you played your role. Foddy, you played your role. Kim Worthy, you played your role. Everybody played their role. Miss Jackson is breaking it down for us, Cornell. Miss Jackson said there's a preliminary judge and a criminal court judge. When you're bound over for trial, unless you live in a small town where they have only one judge. Thank you for the clarification, Miss Jackson. The archer said, y'all, this case is a disgusting onion with lots of layers, and somebody at some point gonna do the Tweety Bird and start singing. The archer, they need to start singing. This has been too long. It's been too long. Talina said, like, how you fire somebody, turn around and refer them to another shop, make it make sense. Not only that, how do you fire somebody, refer them to another shop, they go to jail for what you know they go to jail for, and you collect calls from them, but you didn't fire them. Tony says, MOCA. They claim that he tried to run up on Jarvis. Why didn't he get on Jarvis' ass for setting his shop on fire? All of them are circus performers. Absolutely. Tony, we're not supposed to see that, girl. We wasn't supposed to see that. Ms. Jackson said his insurance company should drop him, listening to him having kids and women in the shop every day and all day. That part. If he didn't do a background, I'm sure he looked some things up. The archer, it was the lies, baby. It was the lies. But the archer, you heard him say, oh. And I told him, you see, Jay, if you did that, shame on you. But if you didn't do that, Jay, I have a job for you. You don't like him because he stole from you. You fired him. You got him away from your company, but you got a job for him. What? But Shannon, bring your ass here, because I ain't finished with you. You need to let us know who told you to perform the way you perform, ma'am. Absolutely, Ross. They were cellmates at one point and tried to deny that. But Shannon, you need to let the world know who authorized your performance. Who did that? Because, bitch, you ain't worth butter. Cheap butter. You didn't give a damn about Naziyah then. 2 years later, you still don't give a damn. And Marcus, you could have set your ass down with them 2 small clothes because you didn't give a damn then, and you still don't give a damn. Annette never gave a damn. Never gave a damn. Kamisha says too many clowns in the damn circus. It's time for them all to go and they need to take the worthless one with them. Ariane said the part I did understand was if he was so-called needing help cleaning the shop, why didn't he get these street people to do it and pay them? But no one wanted kids instead of that part. But the problem with that I have with that is, right? Why did these sick-ass women, now he got children all over the place. So clearly these other women, they're a little smarter than a 5th grader. They're smarter than the madam. They're smarter than Marcus. And they're smarter than Egghead. They're smarter than them because none of these other women allow their children to go to the shop other than the grave digger twins and the battle. They're the only dummies that let those children go to the shop. Who does that? Tony ain't shit. Tony said, well, Mocha, I'm glad I saw that because I damn sure didn't want to see them babies with the net wigs on at that church. God damn. That's a shame for what they did to them babies at that church, Tony. Them the girls had on blonde wigs. Natasha said, only thing he said that was true was all Jarvis women look the same. The only shit he said. Only thing he said that was absolutely true. The archer said, FYI, wearing a mask in court could be a telltale sign of having a house in Virginia. Absolutely, the archer. That's what I thought it was. Because he wore that mask from the very first hearing up until the end. But look where he is now. There's no mask on. Huh. Hey, Leanne, welcome, boo. Miss Jackson said, was it him who turned over 300 hours of video? Since he claimed he can watch video camera footage remotely? I don't know who had the video, boo. Karen said all of Jarvis women looked a little slow. They look alike, Karen. Baby, he had a look. Colin Henry said, did y'all hear him say, if we lie on him, he gonna sue us? I thought he had a lot of money. Talina, you heard right. The judge ordered him counseling. He ain't said shit about testing. He said counseling. So that was an indication of the house in Virginia stance. Ron said Jarvis women look like mutants. Sunshine said Mocha, the evangelist should be his big funky money looking. Oh yeah, he should be in jail too because he knew too much, boo. He should be right along with them. Y'all is crazy as shit up in here. But these people give us shit to talk about. They really do. Because this is crazy as hell. How does all of this shit surrounds one little girl who couldn't speak for herself, who couldn't make decisions for herself? They made a monkey and a mockery of her dead while she was dancing and moving around, and they're still making a mockery of her. This is insane. Hey, Nakisha, welcome. He had a type, y'all. He really had a type. Carla Henry, the evangelist, knew too much. But you know what, Carla Henry? The problem I have with this whole situation, right? The people that's been real vocal in all of this, the people that had some things to say, the people that could have offered, little leads or whatever, things that could have been investigated. Why has none of these people been allowed on the stand? I mean, y'all allowed everybody else to lie, Why not add a couple of more liars up there? Because we know this is corruption at its finest. And they sit there and they allow and accept whatever the hell Annette said. Ariane, you're absolutely right. Everybody had a part to play. Because I do believe they should have let JoJo tell her story. They should have let the evangelist tell his story, because the evangelist had a wild ass story, baby. Evangelist's story was so wild it took a couple of days. And we doing all of this, and absolutely, Lady D, and still today, Naziyah don't have nobody to speak up for her. Because everybody that could have spoke for her, Detroit silenced them. Silenced them. Because my thing is, all of this started in Annette's home. Why couldn't they go outside of the home and get somebody to give impact statements? Because Annette is not a fucking victim. Shannon ain't a victim. Marcus ain't a victim. I don't get that. The very people that disappointed this child, the very people that hurt this child, the very people that sacrificed her, is the very people that they chose to have words to say. Mm-mm. So what's really going on in Detroit? I don't get it. The Archer want to know, did they ever pull Naziyah's medical records? We will never know. She mentioned being in the hospital in them texts. The Archer, we will never know. We will never know. PJ, that shit right there got me. PJ says, MOCA, I have never heard of a sergeant calling anyone to make an impact statement. Roll them up. Roll them up. Miss me with the bullshit. PJ, I couldn't get through that one. The sergeant called me. Shit. Is the lies for me, baby. And them lies coming out flying. Dr. JD, I see you, baby. Happy Sunday to you. Lady D said, even if they would have pulled her medical records, Kim Worthless wasn't going to let nobody hear about it. Absolutely. 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 Roz says, Shannon out here talking about society gave Jarvis another chance. Bullshit. The Detroit system gave him another chance. Left up to society, there would be no Jarvis to talk about. You better speak it. Because wherever Jarvis would have went, Shannon was going with him. And it would have just been no Jarvis and no Shannon. Jerry said all Jarvis women had low self-esteem and they suffered from loneliness. Damn, Jerry. Jerry said all Jarvis Butts women had low self-esteem and they all suffered from loneliness. Damn. Jerry, that's fucked up. All the men in the world, they want to go to the house in Virginia. All the men in the world, they want to go to play on Ronald McDonald Land. All the men in the world, They want a man that likes little children. I cannot. I just cannot. Loneliness and depression. Terrific said, I didn't see the impact statement, but did them bitches cry or, or yell at him? Terrific. Nothing. Terrific. No emotions. Listen, terrific. Sister, Annette was out there with that scratch me now wig on her head, right? That goddamn wig was so dusty, I believe if you'd have shook that bitch, roaches, ants, rats, cobwebs, everything would have fell out that wig. That's how dusty it was. And that was supposed to be a new one. Annette sit there. Annette grabbed her chest. She grabbed her mouth. She forgot which one she grabbed, so, she was messing up the program. Annette had so many theatrics in that performance. So many theatrics in that performance. Her words couldn't come out right because she forgot how she had practiced the performance. Then she looked at that thing that was sitting on a stand in the name of being a judge, the crooked one. I'm sorry. Excuse me, Your Honor. Ma'am, take your time. Annette put on such a great performance, everybody in the courtroom ran to Annette's aid. The judge said, give her some water. Annette was reaching for her heart. She grabbed the titty. Annette put her hands to her mouth like, shut up, Annette. Think about what you're going to say next. Then she said, I can't. Annette couldn't speak no more. 37 people came get Annette from out of that witness stand. Annette had a performance. She had a hell of a performance. Tricks are for kids, but their damn show was for Annette that day. And Annette, if you go back home and you if you go and rewatch, you go back and rewatch that Annette, you're going to kick your own self in the back because you're going to say to yourself, how is it I was supposed to be grabbing my heart and I snatched my own titty? You and Clark Kent, that's his name, PJ. Clark Kent say you want some more. I'm okay, Your Honor. I just need a moment. Bitch, I've never. And that's when I heard, shut up. Shut up. No, you shut the fuck up. That's my mom. Bitch, y'all is some clowns. That was a performance to be had. That is a performance to be had. Oh, sis, I forgot about that part. Annette walked to that stand like somebody had taken her walker from her. So she had to count her steps. It took Annette 32 and a half minutes to walk from that front door to the witness stand. She was looking for somebody to hold up on both sides. She was getting it right before she got up there. This shit is made for Tubi, I tell you. All over all surrounding a child. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself, people. Y'all really should be ashamed. Karen said that one was a lie. No police sergeant has that authority to call anyone to give statements in court. You understand? Leanne said, I heard there were more than 20 women with them. They may have been part of the 80 witnesses, girl. Them people lied when they told us 80 witnesses. Didn't even have one jury. Didn't even have one juror, so I know damn well they ain't had no damn 80 witnesses. Those people been lying from the beginning of time. Tony said, Mocha, all of them slow hoes were on the short bus singing the wheels on the bus go round and round. Tony, if they was on that slow bus, listen, Tony. Now, Tony, you got to get your shit together. Tony, if them hoes was on a slow bus, you better know they was not singing the wheels on the bus go round and round. Because they don't believe the wheels go round and round. They laid up with Jarvis butts. The wheels go up and down. The wheels go up and down, Tony, not round and round. Jarvis had a bunch of slow hoes. Oh, Lord Jesus, y'all crazy. Woo! Oh, Lord. And just to think, I was running late. Said I wasn't going to log in, but y'all just done woke me up. Says she was definitely having fake seizures. Because I can't sleep. I can't eat. Well, how you can't sleep and you can't eat, but you done been spotted in a casino? How is it that you can't sleep and you can't eat, lady? And we done seen you on video in the grocery store with shopping carts running over. Lady, lady, lady. Dr. JD says, medical castration, it is a voluntary or court-mandated treatment for these offenders to prevent, yes, Lord, recidivism, and unlike surgery, it is temporary, requiring ongoing medication to maintain reduced libido. Hello? Well, you know, Dr. JD, here in Louisiana, castration is legal. Definitely it is. Roz said, and she was only talking about herself. Roz, she says, since Naziyah has been gone, I suffered financially. Roz, I have a problem with that statement. And that statement has been haunting me since she said it. Naziyah was 13 when she supposedly left. Because I'm going to say supposedly, damn it. What kind of income, Roz, could a 13-year-old bring to you? What kind of income could a 13-year-old bring to you that makes you hurt financially? Shit. Miss Jackson says, as impactful as Tijuana was. Let's go, Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson, right about now, nobody get grace. Raj, you hit the nail on the head. Trafficking income. Boom, bam, thank you. Naziyah was no longer there. Eric Gamble ain't had no more money to give away. Eric Gamble ain't got no more money to give away anyway because they done lock his ass up. Miss Jackson says, as impactful as Tijuana's statement may have been. Let's keep it real. Let's be honest. I ain't buying. She didn't know Naziyah. Shannon had her since she was 2. And she and Janiyah were close. Let's go, Miss Jackson, because my thing is, if you know your niece, you know Naziyah, because they was inseparable. They were inseparable. So how is it that you know Janiyah and don't know Naziyah? Miss Jackson, that part, Miss Jackson. I hate a fucking liar. And again, it goes back to what we've always said. Everybody had a part to play. And they all played it very well. Cornell, you heard what I said. Annette was on that stand and snatched her titty thinking it was her heart. Shit. The performance. The performance. Nikisha says Frank don't need to talk to her. He need to call JoJo and Mariah. Girl, who is Mariah? Who is girl? Now a new name. Who the hell is Mariah? Karen said, me, I'm a police officer with British training. Well, Karen, we needed you that day in court, boo. We sure did. Jay Platt said justice for Naziyah. Absolutely, Platt. Absolutely. All day long over here. Yep. He was asked about that cot, baby. I mean, he was going around buildings, around corn. Oh, that's your mom. All right, all right. I didn't know. Hey, me. Welcome, boo. Leanne said, oh, yeah, they hate him now. Yet they knew who he was before and what he was doing. Leanne, Marcus got on my nerve with it. I hate you, Jarvis. You took my first daughter away from me. Marcus, sit your ass down because you were saying things that you were not aware you were saying. And I do believe your circulation was being cut. Your male uniform was too tight. You was hurt because your brother sent you to court looking like that. And everything you said sounded like nothing but confusion. You didn't mean a damn thing you said when you stood up there. You people are all a joke. All of y'all. And all y'all did was open up the door to continue being talked about because of what y'all done and how y'all done displayed this shit. And right about now, I'm wishing the world would come together. The world needs to come together and make an example out of Detroit. Because you don't do no shit like this to children. The world has to come together and make an example out of the way Detroit handle their business. How the hell could we implement and the school, even the school system? Y'all want to fire teachers for not doing their job because y'all want to implement the No Child Left Behind Act. Well, what the hell, Detroit? You leaving all these goddamn children behind. Tony, I ain't playing with you. Tony said Tony said Jarvis was the bus driver on that short bus. And yes, he went up and down. Girl, you crazy as shit. Tootie, that's what Annette had on a scratch me not wig. She damn sure did. Natasha said that wig can't sleep. Because the man's running around the house and she can't eat because the food stamps cut off. You better know it. You better know it. The archer said, did anyone talk to the teacher who said Naziyah was acting weird the day she went missing? The archer, all of that, everything that's important is missing. It's missing. Like they didn't want that to come to the light. And I don't understand that. They're around here talking about complete justice for Naziyah. Naziyah ain't got no justice. This ain't a win for nobody. Nobody won in this situation. Except for Annette. Except for Detroit. except for Shan and Marcus. That's who won. Ain't no justice for Naziyah. Naziyah ain't got no damn justice. And anybody that done posted up, Naziyah finally got justice. Y'all need to go sit the fuck down. Because there is no justice for Naziyah. Because my question is, where is Naziyah? Where is she? And we don't know what day she went missing. Because in my mind, poor Naziyah been gone. Been gone. And that's some more shit they're covering up. But that's a conversation for another day. That's a whole conversation for another day. It's a damn shame that in this day and age, this is the type of stuff that we have to deal with. It's a damn shame in this day and age. Children can't be safe in the same house they eat, breathe, sleep, and shit in. It's a shame. Monsters call themselves grandmother. Monsters call themselves aunts, mothers. It's a damn shame. Ms. Jackson said if Kim Worthy said at the press conference Naziyah was pregnant, why wouldn't they just ask the question of everyone that took the stand, was she pregnant? That question was never asked. Sunshine said Marcus walked up there to read her impact statement with the headlights sitting on her nose, looking not silly. Bitch, I'm through. I'm done. Not the fuck silly. You no. You didn't say she looked like silly. Hey, me and Mr. Fuck, she was dressed like Mr. Me and Mr. Come on, Marcus. This is crazy to me. And Miss Jackson, you're right. Not one time was it addressed about this girl being pregnant. Not one time. Karen, wherever DPD check, the world will never know. Because what's funny to me, they never reveal no information, but you could pull the FBI off the case. That says a lot. That says a lot. That says a lot. How could decent citizens live in a place like Detroit and feel like they're protected? There are a lot of children whose lives are in jeopardy. The archer said Marcus act like Paul from The Color Purple in that court. You better not tell nobody but God. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit in here tonight. Color Purple versus the Harrises. Oh Lord. Y'all funny. Y'all funny. Look at Sunshine. MOCA, I gotta go to school. Oh Lord. Drag racing, they ain't need sponge rollers no more. They didn't. Sponge roller was a distraction too. Well, her name to me is Raw Crown. Them rollers full of Raw Crown hair grease. Everything that was pulled up, showed out, everything was fake news. Fake news, because nothing was proven. Nothing was proven in none of this. Nothing was credible. Nothing was credible. And you know what's so sad? We done had a whole soul circus for 2 years. And we are no closer to the truth than we were the day it was made public that she was missing. Absolutely, Dr. JD, a complete circus. We're no closer than where we were 2 years ago. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all got a whole color purple scenario going on up in here, but we about to rock it out. We're getting ready to get up out of here. MOCA showed up. I wasn't going to come, y'all, because I told y'all I was running late. And when I got home and I looked at that time, I said, oh, shit. I said, I told him I was coming live. So I popped on right fast. Well, I'm glad I did, because y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Dr. JD, I don't know how them people sleep. I don't know how them people sleep at night, and that's a good question. Kamisha says, oh, that other baby mama who had the car looked like Celie did when Harpo hit her with the rock. Oh, see, y'all doing too much. Oh, what you call that lady? The fox is? Oh, fix it there. Kamisha, you don't forget shit, because that was what I called her. Fix it there. Oh, shit. Kamisha said, speaking of fix it there, she should be charged for getting her ass up there with that crooked ass thumb flipping that ID. Oh, I cannot. Y'all, we're right at 2 hours. Let me get up out of here. Let me get up out of here. But I appreciate y'all pulling up. I appreciate y'all sitting on the porch with MOCA. Y'all know we coming out here tomorrow and do the same thing. Same thing. We're going to be a little earlier tomorrow. I was just running late. Look at Rashina. Rashina, you ain't no damn better. Her teeth came popping in and out. Oh, no, Lord. No, not tonight. We ain't. Nope. Look, I love you all. Y'all have a beautiful evening. Enjoy the rest of your nights. Y'all drop some fleur-de-lis up in here, some hearts in here. Show Naziyah all the love in the world, because we will continue to speak over Naziyah. We will continue to pull out all the lies and expose the fake. Y'all, I love y'all too. Y'all know that. You have to laugh, y'all, sometimes to keep from crying. And we do that over here. Drop some hearts. Drop some fleur-de-lis. Show Naziyah that we are here. We stand with her. We stand tall. We are family. And we are her aunties and her uncles and her cousins and her big sisters up and big brothers up over here. We want justice for this baby. And look like we got a long road to go to get the justice that she deserved, because what they fed us has been bullshit. Good night, everyone. God bless. And we'll talk to you all later.
We stand tall, we rise as one. No lapels, the work ain't done. No. Motivated from the heart, never run. Truth and care in everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. Team full of truth and a chat full of cheer. MOCA in the seat, steady steering the ship. Every topic got depth, every comment got grip. We don't tear folks down, we just build them up. If you're moving off love, then you one of us. Know the pride in the room and the vibe so loud. Every bell in the check gon' rep that crowd. We stand tall. we gon' sort that out. But this ain't about drama, it's about love, it's about healing, it's about trust. Every child, every voice, every name in the breeze. We gon' stand for the ones no one else gon' see. So we rise tall, we rise as one. Oh no, no bellows, the work ain't done. Won't you lead it from the heart, never run. Truth and care and everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. This is family. This is family. And we stand tall. One mic, one tribe, one mission in mind. We protect what's right and we hold that line. It's the chat where the truth and the love collide, where the voices don't hide and the pain gets light. We see you, we feel you, we fight for the cause. Every kid, every tear, we break down walls. When you hear that bell, that's the call to act. We family now, and that's just facts. We stand tall, we rise as one. We rise as one. No the bells, the work ain't done. No leading from the heart, never run. Truth and care are everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. This one's for every voice we fight for and every child who needs to be heard. We see you, we feel you. We stand with the truth. This is Enola Bells. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. Stand tall with join the family.
Good night, everyone. God bless.